whisper, just to spill the tea about all the stuff that's been going on in my life. I'll probably also chew on some gum. You guys seem to really like that, so I'll throw that in too. But a few things before I start. This is obviously like a very weird setup. I don't know how much you can hear, probably a lot. The lighting is not great. I don't know how much you can see in the back, but it's a total mess, and I'll explain why. And I'm also super sunburned. So that's fun. I was outside today, obviously, and I didn't wear sunblock like a big idiot, and so it's my own fault. I just forget that it's getting warmer and the sun is very strong, so that's what happens. Okay, so I guess I'll start by opening this up. And also, I just want to say, oh god, this is not what I was expecting. Okay. I also want to say that I am a very grateful person. I'm grateful for the things I have in my life, and I see that there are positives in everything. So I want to preface that before I start just completely dragging the nightmare that I've been living in and just totally like talking badly, I guess. Hopefully it will be entertaining to you guys, but we'll see. So I guess I don't even know like what to do with this. This is so weird. I might try to blow bubbles. I don't know. I'm not very good at it, and I don't know. TBD. It's a little stale. Also, we hit 300 subscribers. 1, 2, 3. I'm very grateful. You guys are awesome. Thank you for always liking, commenting, subscribing. It means the world to me. Dang. It's very thick. That's okay. Okay. So, this all began a few months ago when we realized that our lease was going to be up soon. The lease for our current apartment is up March 31st. March 31st. So, we were trying to think about what would happen next. And I currently live with my best friend, one of my best friends, and my partner. And my partner and I decided that we wanted to live separately for a little while. Not because of anything bad, but we've been together for a really long time and living together for a really long time. We're in our mid-20s and we kind of just want to have a little bit of space and independence, because the 20s are such like an interesting time. We're in our young to mid-20s, so we just kind of want to take a year apart, still see each other, but sort of have that space to grow. Obviously that's not what everybody does, but it's just what feels right to us, so that's what we're doing. less money. And I was gonna stay here with my other roommate, who is my friend, who you may have seen in videos. So yeah, we're like, okay, whatever. We're gonna stay here, and we'll make it work. And I swear, I have not been given so many signs that I need to leave this awful place than I have, like, ever. Like, I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on, but I need to get the heck out of this place. So, when we finally decided we were gonna stay here, right, this was like a few months ago, my roommate was like, I'm gonna sell my lease, her car. She leases a car, and so do I. And I didn't know you could sell them back. Like, I guess you can, like, swap it with somebody else. They, like, take on your contract or something. I don't know. I had no idea you could do this, but I guess you can. And so she was like, I'm gonna do this. That will cut costs, and we can afford to stay here without getting a new roommate. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, that sounds weird, but I'm sure I'll try it. And I kid you not, the very next day, she goes outside to move her car. It's all street parking, obviously. We live in New York City. And someone hit her and, like, messed up her front end, which honestly, like, never happens. And we were like, okay, that's weird, because now she can't sell it. She has to pay to fix it up. She doesn't really have the money to do that right now. So that's out. And we were like, that's really weird how that happened. We're like, whatever. We're just gonna find a roommate. And so we talked to our friends first. We had a few people we wanted to live with us. So we were asking them. And one of our really good friends was interested, so we were really excited to sort of lock that in. And then the day before, we were supposed to meet and kind of go over everything. She found out that she was really sick. And obviously, like, that's not something that I'm making about myself. Of course, like, it came down to the fact that she couldn't live with us, and 100% understandable. Like, anyone would do the same. But as a friend, like, it was hard to hear that something was going really wrong. Emotionally, that was really difficult. And so it was just like this added layer of, I don't know, just feeling upset. So, anyway, whatever. Back onto this moving and rearranging and roommate situation. So, we were sort of like running out of options of people we knew. And we're like, okay, we're gonna just have to, like, dip into this stranger pool. And just, like, hope that we can find somebody that meshes with us. That we didn't know. And so, we tried that. We met with a lot of different people, and they weren't great, honestly. Not that there was anything wrong with them, but it just wasn't a fit. Like, we didn't really mesh well, and I think it would have been kind of weird. So, then we met this one girl. Oh my god, this girl. I'm so bitter about this girl. Her name is Brianna. I'm not gonna give you her last name. it seemed really great. She was so thankful and so excited and this, that, the other. Couldn't wait. And we were like, okay, awesome. So, my current roommate sends her the roommate application because we live in a co-op, and so it's sort of like a formality thing, and she just had to fill it out and send it to our like our board, whatever. Like, so easy, could not be easier. And so a few days go by and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna get to it, I've been busy. A few more days go by, yeah, I'm gonna get to it, I'm just like really busy. More days go by. 12 days go by. And she's like yanking our chain this whole time. Acting like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, I can't believe this, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is happening and this is happening. Like, I still want to live with you. And I'm gonna do it, like, in a few hours and I'll send it and blah, 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 blah. Always just this, like, continuous thing. And at that point, right, like, a lot of time has gone by in our search for roommates, and like we have to decide if we're gonna sign like to stay here or if we have to move. And so that sucks. So eventually we send her this message basically being like, we have to move on, like we need to know now if you're gonna be staying with us, because like it's cutting it really close, and it's putting us in a bad place, because then the board still has to run the application and they could still deny her this, that, and the other. Never responds, never even reads the message, completely ghosts us. And I was so angry because she like knowingly put us in a really bad situation because we really didn't have time to search. After we sent that message, I think we had a week to find somebody before we had to decide if we were going to put our name on the lease again. We had like no time. And we couldn't afford to like stay, just us, even for a little bit. It wasn't sustainable, really. So, that clearly falls through, right? But it gets worse, like it gets so much worse, don't worry. It's gonna get so much worse. So, we're upset, obviously, but I'm home with my family for the weekend, and I'm like, whatever, like, it's not a lot of time, but it's New York. There's always people looking for places to live. We can definitely find someone. So we start posting again and putting it out there that we're looking for a roommate. And I'm feeling better about it. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, it is what it is. And so I come back after the weekend, and I go and I sit on the couch. And I notice a bunch of cockroach eggs in my couch. Honestly. And one of them is hatching right in my suede couch. It's disgusting, obviously, as one could imagine. To be fair, the eggs are very small. They're about the size, like a little bit bigger than like a piece of rice. But that's the hard thing, because they often go unnoticed, right? Because they don't really stick out until they're hatching in your couch. So that was fun. We've dealt with cockroaches a little bit, as anyone does living in New York City. But it was like the occasional one or two that you would see like in the middle of the night, like whatever. It was never like an aggressive thing, but it did start to get aggressive during the same time. So like we had somebody come in and take care of it. did start to notice there were more bugs than usual, like nothing alarming, but we were like, okay, this is weird. Like maybe something's going on, like in the building, we don't know. So someone comes in, assures us that it's fine, like no big deal, whatever. We're like, okay, great. Then I come home, seeing the cockroach eggs on my couch, and I'm like, okay, clearly there's a problem, right? And like we've just been so crazy busy, like haven't been around much, and like we're not dirty people too, so like that's also how you know that something's not good. And so I basically get my magnifying glass out, more or less, not really, but I'm like inspecting everything, because I'm used to seeing like the big roaches, which are terrifying and I hate them, but that's what I'm like used to looking out for, not like little tiny eggs. So I'm like, great, if there's eggs like out in the open, they're hatching, there's gotta be little like cockroach babies everywhere. And there were. I found out. And the problem again is that they are so teeny tiny. And they're hard to see. And as with any cockroach, they're good at hiding and crawling into weird places and like just being weird and gross. So from that point, things started getting really bad really fast. And then I was like, okay, I have to move. Like it was one problem after the other. There are other problems too that I'll get to, but the roaches just started showing up everywhere. And again, they were like teeny tiny, but they grow so quickly and they reproduce so quickly that if you don't get a good handle on it, like you're really in trouble. And I think in the last 2 weeks, I've killed 50 to 100 roaches, babies, but still. And I hate bugs. And like it's New York City. A lot of it comes with the territory, but it shouldn't be that bad. And again, like when you're killing stuff, like if you see a bug and you're like, oh, whatever, I'm just gonna like step on it with my shoe. You can't do that with cockroaches. Because if they have eggs, if they're carrying eggs, you just put those eggs all on your shoe and you're transporting them throughout your house and wherever you're going. And they're also really hard to kill, so you have to like really like, it's dramatic, honestly. And once they get big, I can't even mess around with them. Like it's too much for me. I can't do it. I can't do it. So, it's been fun. I'm still in this apartment. I'm standing currently because I had to throw out my couch. It's honestly funny. Like, this is so stupid. I had to throw out my couch. We threw out like pretty much all of our seating in the living room, which is where I am. I'm not sitting on the floor because they're probably out and about. They're so small, they're so hard to see. And as I've been packing everything up, I've come across so many, so I'm terrified that I'm going to be bringing them with me. But I'm being as on top of it as humanly possible. It's just like, it's been the worst, honestly. So I'm here until Sunday. Yeah, Sunday's the last day of the lease. I'm trying to leave sooner. But, so the cockroaches have been like a really big issue, but that's not it. we raised those concerns when we moved in. And they're like, oh yeah, whatever, we're gonna fix it. Whatever. I was like, okay. Shockingly, they never did. So, that's been part of the problem. And how bugs get in. Because from our floor to our walls, there's like a crack that big. It's not even a crack, it's just like it looks like we're missing part of our wall. And so I like took caulk and tried to fill in as much as I could, but that's A, not my job, and B, not really effective, like in the long term, you know, like I needed to be fixed. So they never did that. And that's partly why our bug problem is bad. Our stove didn't work for the first few months we had it. And that's where most of the bugs come in from, because A, it's in the kitchen. B, they left a massive gaping hole in the back that was never filled in. Why wouldn't bugs come in? Hello? Again, they don't care. They also don't care that our stove, even though it works like crap. And like half the burners don't work. And it reeks of gas when you use the oven. Like it's a gas stove. But like it leaks a concerning amount of gas, so I don't even use it. And they don't care. And then our faucet in our shower has been running for 3 months. And like, I'm not just talking like dripping, like drip, 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 drip. No, it's like, it sounds like someone's taking a shower at all times, or like pouring a bath. Like, it's hard to sleep at night, it's so loud, and there's so much of it. Luckily, we don't pay for our water, but it's a huge waste of water. Like, as an environmentalist, I'm not happy about that. Also, it's caused our entire bathroom to start molding and getting really gross because there's constantly water running, which also encourages bugs to come in. They don't care about that. I've made no effort to fix it. So like, our landlord and our super are completely useless. They don't do anything to help us. And my roommate left a few days early because she could take the time off from work and I couldn't. And I guess he was super rude to her, like the entire time, about her like moving her stuff out. It's like, you don't do anything for us, like what is wrong with you? You know? And so, but they're not as bad as our realty group. I can't even. I wish I had the emails. My friend sent screenshots, but I don't have them, I don't think, but this realty group is gonna get it for me. We are constantly emailing them about the issues that we're having. And this guy that we deal with is like an idiot on purpose. Like, he doesn't want to give us any information. He just doesn't care. And so like, we never get anything resolved. Like, no joke, my roommate will send a paragraph, like very professional email, highlighting several points that like we need resolved, and he'll answer something completely unrelated, not addressing any of the things that we mentioned. So stupid. And now that we're moving, they're being just as difficult, and like, we're needing to leverage like our apartment basically by saying like, yeah, we have the keys, but like, if you can't do XYZ, we're not leaving. Not as dramatic as that, we're definitely leaving. I can't wait to leave this stupid place. But like, we feel like our security deposit is at risk because we read a lot of reviews a few days ago about this realty group to see if it was just us. And everyone was like, yeah, we had to take security deposit back, and like most incompetent group of people I've ever worked with, like real scammers like XYZ. So now we're really scared that we're not going to get our money. And on top of it, like, this place is like nice if it's maintained, but it's not been maintained at all, and that's the problem. And like, we shouldn't have to pay for that, and like, I can tell they're just gonna try to peg us for some stupid stuff that we didn't do, you know, just so they don't have to pay us. And they seem like that kind of group, so it's really annoying. So anyway, basically everything is going wrong with my apartment. I'm leaving on Sunday. And I'm gonna be staying with some friends temporarily because this comes at a weird time for me. And I don't know exactly where I want to be staying or what the future sort of looks like. I just need like a little more time to figure that out. So I'm going to be staying in a place where I have like an easy out, and then from there I'll figure it out. But moving is just so annoying, and it's exhausting. And work has been crazy too. Super busy, like working long hours, and just like, I feel so tired right now, you guys. Like, I haven't slept, and I'm stupid sunburned, like, just. But it's been so long since I've made a video, and I really wanted to make one and just like vent. Honestly, they say that Mercury has been in retrograde, and I feel it so hard. I really do. I'm sure that's not a real thing, but like, even little things too have just been going wrong for no reason. Like, just one thing after the other. And again, like, I'm very grateful for the things that have gone right in my life, but I just needed to vent out my frustrations. Like, hopefully this will all be over soon with this dumb place. It's such a mess right now. A lot of my stuff is packed up, but I still have some work to do. And this weekend's gonna be so crazy. So stupid. I'm working. I have like a part-time job as like a test proctor. I just administer like different types of formal exams, like LSATs and things like that. And it's great for the extra money, but I have to get up so early. I have to be there for 7:30, and then I do accommodated testing, which means that I'm usually with like only one other person who's taking the test, but they've been allotted additional time for some reason. If they have some type of disability or learning deficiency or something like that. So usually like that test would only take 2 or 3 hours, but it ends up I'm there with them for like 7 hours. Again, it's good money, but like, it's just a bad weekend for it. Because right after that I have to get everything packed up, and I have to get out, and then I have to come back, and there's just so many moving parts, and I'm so tired. Every day this week felt like a Thursday. It's just been dragging but moving quickly at the same time. So anyway, that's the tea. That potential roommate sucks. My super sucks. My landlord sucks. Our realty group sucks. The situation sucks. These cockroaches suck. I hate bugs so much, you guys. I really hate them so much. This apartment's falling apart because it's a pre-war building and no one takes care of it. I mean, like, we take care of it, but like, I can't move a stove and like fix the wall. It's, you know, like, it's not my job. But that's New York City. I used to have king cockroaches, papa roaches, if you will, in my old apartment when I was living in a different part of Queens. And no joke, they were like like we sprayed for bed bugs because we had bed bugs, which is bad also, and a whole other story that I don't have the emotional bandwidth to share that story right now. But we sprayed for bed bugs, which brought out the cockroaches. And because they were like king cockroaches, they were really tough. Cockroaches are so hard to kill, like insanely hard. And so they were sick, clearly from the spray, but they weren't dead. So they were going rogue, like freaking out because they knew they were sick. So they were all coming out during the day while we were in there, like climbing into our bags and going into our bedroom. Like they can also fly, which I didn't know, and just like causing complete like mayhem in my apartment, which was very small. It was 400 square feet, so there was not a lot of space for me. And I just remember one day like leaving and just like having a complete emotional breakdown and buying a huge rotisserie chicken and going to the park and eating it and just sitting there all day. I looked like a crazy person, but like, guys, New York is not all fun and games, I promise you. It is a tough place to live. You share your apartment with bugs and they don't even pay rent. So anyway, that was a whole different story, but it's like I'm triggered by it because I'm like living it now. They're much smaller so far, so I'm very happy about that. They can stay small and little just until I leave, and then they can come out, and then my terrible management can deal with it. Yeah. I feel like I should end this on a happier note because I've just been like complaining and dishing out the drama for like way too long. Maybe I'll just end it with some like gum chewing and like some of this, like I don't know. What's new with you guys? Tell me things are better for you than they are for me. I gotta hope that they are because it's too much. This gum isn't even that good, honestly. It's okay. It's not bad. But yeah, tell me what's new. I'm gonna try to make more videos really soon. I miss doing it, you know. But once I move and settle in, I think it'll be a lot more consistent. That's the plan anyway. And we have a rooftop too, so I'm hoping I'll be able to go out there and record maybe at night when it's like a little quieter. I don't really know, but I think it has the potential to be like a cool space. Maybe I'll do like an apartment tour or something like that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys want to see. Anyway, sorry I don't have nicer things to say. I try to keep it positive. And I'm laughing because like this whole situation is funny to me. In a really annoying way. But hopefully it should get better soon. We'll see. Maybe I'll try to blow one bubble. I'm so bad at it though, for real. Maybe I have a small mouth or something. They're not impressive, you know. Alright, anyway. I'm gonna continue to pack and be frustrated and maybe eat my feelings.